أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ومن يتخذ الشيطان وليا من دون الله فقد خسر خسرانا مبينا. يعظهم ويمنيهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا. أولئك مأواهم جهنم ولا يجدون عنها محيصا. والذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات سندخلهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا وعد الله حقا ومن أصدق من الله قيلا.
The most powerful plan of Iblis in order to weaken the Muslims is to break their unity and make them alone. Don't think that West is strong. They have indeed made a unity that caused them to rule over the entire system by establishing the United Nations.
What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
What would you have done on September the 12th, 2001? What would you have done if you'd been president?
What would I have done?
Yeah.
I would have done a legitimate investigation to find out what exactly happened on 9/11. How did they know who did this so quickly like they did Lee Harvey Oswald? How quick they knew Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy.
Because the people who did it were identified and we knew who they were.
Well, then why couldn't we have stopped them beforehand if they were identified and we knew who they were?
It was a failure of intelligence. Everyone's accepted
No, it
that.
wasn't. We knew before with Condoleezza Rice's memo on August 6th when it stated right in the memo, bin Laden to steal planes and run them into buildings. And more stuff is coming out now also, how much the Bush administration ignored the intelligence. It was almost like they ignored it because they wanted it to happen.
$9? This one's on me.
Army report to say, wake up, Americans. You're about to be pulled into a war with Arabs, with the Muslim world. And you're going to be made to believe that something horrible that happened to you was done by the Muslims. But it wasn't done by the Muslims. It was done by a wild card, the Israeli Mossad, that's cunning and ruthless and can carry out attacks on Americans and make it look like Arabs did it.
That's the literal definition of a false flag. They didn't write that. That's a false flag.
That's not my conspiracy theory. That's the U.S. Army report.
The day before, published the day before 9/11.
Yes. You can call me any name you want to call me. That's a U.S. Army report. They warned us. They were telling us what Israel is capable of doing.
I said that the West really doesn't understand militant Islam. So I wrote a book in 1995, and I said that if the West doesn't wake up to the suicidal nature of militant Islam, the next thing you'll see is militant Islam is bringing down the World Trade Center. Militant Islam is bringing down the World Trade Center. Militant Islam is bringing down the World Trade Center.
If we look to the state of Muslim countries, we find out that there is no cooperation and unity between the government authorities. In the recent decades, we are witnessing injustice in many Islamic countries, so that if one of them is in trouble, the other ones are silent. Instead of being united, they turn their face towards non-Muslim countries for help and agreements which cross the red line of Islam. And this shows the ultimate form of disunity. Furthermore, the division of Muslims into 73 groups or sects is another major type of disunity that the Prophet ﷺ warned about it, and it's also due to the efforts of Iblis and his army throughout the centuries.